Alright, what's up everyone? Hope you're having a good Sunday evening. I am making a cemetery map for a D&D 5e game that I'm running tomorrow. I have never done a cemetery like this, so this will be a first time. And it seems like it will be a fun thing to do. I'm going to lay some grass first to start off with. I like this rustic grass. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to lay that all over this battlefield now. Let me zoom out to make it slightly easier for myself. And I always like to lay my tokens out first. So that way I can kind of base everything off the token. This is the size of token I like to use. With this size of token, 5 feet per square makes sense, at least for my visual, the way I visualize it. So I like this size of token, so I base everything off the size of token. And I'll make sure I get close so I can see what it looks like. So yeah, I think that looks good for grass. Okay. I'm going to lay that all over this battlefield now. I'm going to lay it all out before I put it on the map because I want to make sure that everything works right before whenever I finally put something on the map layer, in my mind that's like me, really dedicating myself to using that piece. And I might make this map bigger, actually. I don't want this to be that big of a map, so I'm going to keep it at the basic 25 by 25 here, or let's see, 24 by 24. Keep the grid on for now. I don't like the grid on when I'm playing a game. I like to use the ruler. It just looks cooler to me. But when I'm building the map, I like the grid on to help me position things right. It tends to, the pieces snap to, and I like that. That helps me. It can get annoying when you don't want it, but when you do want the grid to snap to, go and use that. Fuck yeah, go and use that shit. Okay, not bad. I am going to drop these to the map now. Not a bad way to start off. Here we go. I've laid down the grass. What do I need now? No, I need a, so I just bought today sanitary pack from I believe this is Gabriel Knight too. This map pack. Let me confirm that. Nope. What? Misspelled that. I don't quite know what size I want, so I'm just gonna fucking play around with these for a little bit and see what we got here. I have not used this map pack before, so it's called Step Downtown Places of Comfort. I believe there was a couple of other kind of themes associated with this map pack, but I got it mainly for the cemetery. Always don't forget to hit Control when you resize your elements so that they don't snap to and distort the image. I like this. It's not bad. It's not a bad size. I do think I need to make my map bigger though, because I do maybe want it slightly bigger than this. You know what? No, I don't. I'm gonna leave it just like this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it just like this. So they're going to be leading up to a cathedral. That's going to be their destination. This is a cemetery in front of this cathedral. So I'm going to really theme up this cemetery to make it look scary. There's going to be blood and guts everywhere, corpses, things like that. I think I'm going to put the door to the cathedral up on top here. The characters will be kind of dropped off here. I'm going to put a portal. Yeah, it'll be cool. Okay. And other than that, I don't want it that. I don't want it that big. So I'm going to put a door here. And then I may turn off. I may just turn on Fog of War and block everything that I don't want them to see, just to make it easy. I could use dynamic lighting. Yeah, it's every character in this party has dark side of some kind, so that's not really an issue. All right. Do I need to make that bigger? Let's see. I don't know, how big is a tombstone compared to a fucking person? It seems right? Maybe that's too big? I don't know. Why not? Why the fuck not? I'm going to keep it just like that. Okay, I'm going to move that up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and make sure I conserve my real estate. I will put the door to the cathedral here. Maybe a set of stone steps leading up to it. That's pretty fucking... It's going to be a, like a metal-ass fucking cemetery. I'll think of some cool stuff to put here. Keep it simple for now. They're going to fight a vampire, by the way. Oh, a vampire girl. Okay. Let me find a door. I want a big fucking fancy church door. Here we go. Fancy door? Maybe that's what I want. Fancy door. It's called fancy door. It seems like it would be fancy, right? Let me put this in front of my characters. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. It's not sizing quite right. I might not give that much of a shit, to be honest. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now I need to position this so it looks like it belongs there. Yep. And again, I am going to kind of fog of war, so they're only going to be able to see this front part. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to fog of war the rest, so I can only see that front. And then I'm going to put a set of stairs leading up. Yep, here we go. Set of stairs. No, you know what? Before I do that, map. Yeah. Oh, I want to put that in the map layer too, the cemetery. Yeah, some of these might be a little big, but fuck it. Stone stairs. Let's see. Stone stairs. Ooh, that's cool. I like it. Stairs busted. So this is supposed to be kind of like a dilapidated, church. And that would be perfect. Oh, beautiful. I like it. Okay. I might have to shift it over a little bit. No, it's fine. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Now I do have to... I'm going to throw this in the map, and I got to make that door. I got to bring it forward a layer. Just to create... No, see that my stairs are now off a little bit. I need to move those forward. Here we go. Perfect. Just to help create that illusion, right? That belongs there. I know. Sometimes I put way too much thought into that. It's okay. Awesome. So we have this broken set of stairs. I'm going to see what my characters look like coming up to this cool thing. And I am going to build the inside of this kind of small cathedral that they're going into. That's going to be the game next week after tomorrow. So we're not going to be able to get there today. It is going to be kind of the culmination of their first real adventure, and it will be cool and bloody. All right. Okay, I think I might be able to take off my grid now. When I get to actually sizing props and not just structure, I'll turn off grid, because props, they'll always want to size, to squares or rectangles, and you don't always want them to do that. It sucks. Here. So what do we need here? I want leaf litter. And I do have tiles for that. There's jungle leaf litter, no. Forest leaf litter. Yeah, I want some of this. That's a little too fall, a little too orangey. It is this summer, and it is kind of a theme for this particular chronicle. But maybe beggars can't be choosers here. I know I have Vile Tiles Forest Mapper 2 fall. I'm going to look in. I know I have Vile Tiles Forest Mapper 1, or just regular Forest Mapper, and I believe that might have leaf litter. Roll20 search feature is really frustratingly non-functional sometimes. Rubble? No rubble. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw some rubble around here, because this is supposed to be like a dilapidating church. So yeah, let's throw some rubble. Yeah, I'm going to litter this place up. Should I do leaves first or rubble first? I guess it doesn't really matter. See the stupid shit that I think about? If I do the rubble first, it's not going to look like the leaves fell naturally. Like, who gives a shit? Really? Cymagrin? Yeah. See, I make myself crazy with this bullshit sometimes. I know. Yeah. Okay. I'm just throwing some of this rock here to add some texture. Add a little bit of texture. Ooh. No. I don't like that. Bigger rocks, bigger rocks. I like that one again. Okay. So we got some rubble. These walls, maybe less, maybe some of that lighter rubble here. The looser rocks. You know, I'll throw some around. That's cool. Perhaps too much rubble. Is there such a thing as too much rubble on a Roll20 map? No. That's the fucking answer. Alright. I'm done. I am done. Here we go. No, I'm going to move that piece here. Why not? Okay. Now I'm going to... So I'm going to start throwing this in the map now. I didn't do that. I'm going to start throwing this in the map. Otherwise, you know, when you're messing with other map pieces, you'll start to fuck with the ones you already put on there without realizing it. And then you move one thing, you've ruined it, and you got to go back 20 steps. And if you can't do that, I'm going to add a little bit more. Maybe some kind of leading up, like maybe the wall or the stairs caved out a little bit. And so there's a little more rubble around that area. And some stone. Cool. All right. This place is looking more awesome by the second. Now I want leaf litter. So I'm going to see if I have leaf litter in this pack. Sure, I used to. Let me do a search for litter. That may give me more options. Here we go. Maybe I should just use the jungle mapper leaf litter. The barren autumn trees are cool. Okay, seriously. Let me zoom in, make sure that's okay. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's okay. I want it pretty spread out. I don't want it like all. I want it pretty. I want it spread out. I want it all over the place. Wherever I can put it, kind of. Maybe it has kind of naturally blown into certain lanes by the wind as it goes through this kind of lonely fucking cemetery. So the idea for this particular, it's a cathedral, right? It was abandoned. So this undead horde swept through this land a century or so ago. And this cathedral was built when this, kind of imperial cult was first. I'm going to start throwing some of this on the map, by the way. And this cathedral is nearly, as soon as it was built, it was taken over by evil forces. So it's been kind of corrupted. And nobody's been back for a long time. But one of our characters is going to have the key to entering this cathedral. And they're going to have to destroy this relic that's being used to poison the land. And they're going to meet one of the game's primary villains in the process. This vampire guy, vampire sorcerer. They know him as the Defiler. That's how he's been introduced. Okay. It's not so bad if the leaves are on top. I was getting really worried that the leaves are on top of the tombstones there, but it kind of looks like maybe they just laid that way. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I haven't used some of these ones as much. What do you think so far? Too much? I don't care. Can never be too much, right? Okay, that's no. See, there's empty spots. You can't have fucking empty spots. There's got to be leaf litter everywhere, and it's got to be awesome looking. Let's put this right there. Let's put this one right there. Right there. And some other desk, there's a little bit desk, but I'm going to put less here. So that's all this place gets. Okay, so I got some leaf litter now on the ground. A little dagger. Maybe add some more dirt patches. Like this is, I want to go back to these barren autumn trees, but I want to see if I can maybe throw some dirt patches down first. I don't know if I have anything like that could work seamlessly. I think maybe it's a little too green. Like this. Is this going to be forest map or fall? Let's go. This isn't bad right here. This isn't bad. And it kind of fits with the undead motif too. Like the life is being eaten away. I don't want to throw this everywhere. I don't want to kill all of the grass, but try to make a little darker. Make the map a little darker. It's a little too light right now. Sometimes I worry when I rotate these pieces because I feel like if I rotate them, it ruins the way the shadow for them naturally lies. And I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, I'm not. No, I don't know if I like this right now. I might take this away. Let's look at this. Is that better? No, that's too much. I used that on another map from a game I ran a week ago, and I wasn't a fan of it after I used it. It's not bad with maybe certain kinds of grass, but for this, it looks too. Yeah, it doesn't look right. The grass, the dirt in these types of maps is too brown, and that is too white. I'm not finding quite what I want, but at the same time, maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. So my challenge is I want to make this map look old, dark, and scary. So how do I do that? I thought maybe adding the dirt might help, but the problem is that it doesn't look that seamless because it's going to cover up the tombstones. It doesn't look very natural. So, I have to find another method. Or maybe just not worry about that. Let's do this. I'm going to go back to that autumn map because that was pretty awesome. And there were some of these dead trees, and those look cool. I'm going to add a bunch of those. That might make this a lot more fun. What's that? Autumn. Volatiles Forest, Mapper 2, Fall. Yeah, here we go. Maybe this place is like prematurely, like always autumn because of the way the land is corrupted. Yes, here we go. I like it. Bigger? Yes, bigger. That tree needs to be big. I like it. I like it. I love this tree. Ooh, put it right there. Right fucking there. Yeah, it's like kind of sticking out of this wall almost. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. It's the little things, right? Ooh, this is already looking cool. Here, zoom out a little bit. Go back to 100%. See what this looks like fully. There needs to be a few more trees. That's not enough. That's not nearly enough. Let's put one right here. I don't want them to, take over the map. Let's use them use some taste and judgment here, people. One on each side is cool. That's a fun obstacle, right? If they come across something in this map and it gets into a throwdown, they're gonna want some options like that, or maybe the whoever they're fighting will want those too. Maybe some. So I want the impression that this place is overgrown a little bit. I'm gonna throw these to the map, by the way. They're perfect. I don't want to change them. So how can we get maybe some of this foliage is kind of getting out of control? Like maybe some. Here we go. Perfect, right? See. I said. I spoke and it was answered. Let's do kind of put this askew so that it looks like it's on the ground. I want to throw this to the map, and then I want to bring that big tree forward. Just like that. What else? What else we got? It's not enough. Bushes? No, I don't want any bushes. Maybe like some wild plants. Some kind of wild dirt pit, no. Log. Something, any kind of foliage to indicate that it's, a wild, unkempt cemetery. Hasn't been tended. I think we should put another tree up here in the corner. Uprooted tree. Ooh, maybe like an uprooted tree. Could that work? Like it fell over. Is that big enough? Ooh, let's do this. So we got this uprooted tree. It can't be just straight like that, right? It's got to be like this. And then like it might be like a bunch of dirt and shit to try to show that it's been uprooted. Because we do have some dirt patches that we can use that I searched for earlier. Here we go, dirt patch. I like this. I found a use for these dirt patches that made sense. I don't want to do too much. Let's see how this looks. I might lose my character there. No. Okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna throw all this shit to the map. Throw all this shit to the map, and then I'm gonna go to the map and I'm gonna bring my tree forward. Ah, okay, cool. And I can adjust this a little bit. Maybe that I don't need that dirt patch here so fucking much. Yeah, get rid of that. No, that's cool. I like that. Ooh, this looks cool. This looks fucking cool already. Okay, you know what? I'm almost done here. I think this is pretty good. I need some more finishing touches just to make this thing look awesome. Some statues. Ooh, statues. Like angel statues or something like that. Have I got anything like that? I don't think I have anything like that. Let's see what I have in the statue department. Ooh, I do got some cool stuff. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Statue. You know, and again, I'm looking for scary, so I want. We like these knights. These knights are pretty cool. Here's some more. Excuse me. I think I'm leaning towards, you know, I kind of want to find some kind of knight statue, so I'm looking for a good... Did I skip? Ooh, maybe this broken statue. That kind of has that Greek hoplite look. Do I give a shit? No. That's cool. Yeah, let's do that. And it's a big one. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Okay, yeah. And because the tree is going to cover up most of this, I'm going to throw this to the map. I'm going to go to my tree. Make sure my tree gets put in the front. There we go. Covers up that head. So you can't quite see that it's this face that doesn't quite match up. Awesome. So that's another cool touch. I think I might be good. I think it might be good here. And then they're going to have to get in this door. I want to put some kind of glowing. Let's put some magic. I want to put some glowing portal. Magical portal of some kind there. Let me go to my magical effects, because this is our tiefling character is going to have to touch the door and then it will open, because it won't open for anyone else, because his infernal blood is at odds with the abyssal lords that they're fighting against here. Farcaster spell pack. Let me check this out. It might be. I want it red. You know, they're kind of going against vampires here, so I want it to be dark red is the theme. This is cool. That's, here we go. Something like that, right? And I can kind of make that glow. We'll see how that looks. That might be cool. That might be good enough. Cool magical effects. Maybe I don't want to. Do you ever feel like as a storyteller, you know, you want to use everything, and you have a tendency to want to use it all initially because you get excited by shit. That's, see, like this. This is cool. Like this has to fucking be in my game. In fact, when I get into the cathedral, this is going to be in my cathedral. That's too cool to not put in my cathedral. But I really want to put it in for this game, for this scenario. But you gotta wait. You gotta make sure that your props pay off and you use them. Yeah, slow it down. Don't use them all at once. You got all the time in the world to use all this cool shit. Red sparkles. Those are cool. You know, I think this is good. This might give that illusion that the door is like glowing red, because that's what I want. I want that illusion. Okay, so let me now. I'm going to. So I'm going to turn on Fog of War. I'm really just going to block most of this. Maybe I'm going to put another. I'm going to put another tree, but I'm going to put it from the outside here, overhanging the wall of that cemetery. My dead trees again. Where are my dead trees? Here we go. Barren Autumn. God, these are so cool. These are so cool. This one's gonna be hanging over like this. Yeah, this will be big. This might be the biggest fucking tree yet. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. And then I'm going to put a portal here at this side, actually, because they're going to be coming from here. Let me put a magical portal in the ground. Oh, I clicked on something. And we're back. You know, I'm going to find my NPC now. I think I'm ready for her. I'm not sure what to search for. I know I've seen a token that I think I want to use here. I'm just not sure if I know which one it is, or if I could search for it appropriately. Because I kind of want like a young vampire girl. That's going to be the girl in this. See, something like this, that ain't bad, right? It's cartoony. Don't want it that cartoony, but that might be what I have to work with. We'll see. I might just find a little girl token. I have a few of those for some of my Devon Knight packs. Let's do ghoul. There's a kind of a vampire girl or a zombie girl that might work actually. Let's see how monstrous it looks. I don't want it to look too monstrous. That's the problem. Who wants that, right? Or maybe I might just do a search for female. See, here we go. Yeah, this'll work. I'm gonna use that. Where did it go? And I'm just gonna make it small so it looks like a little girl. And because they've seen that token before, because I've used that as a zombie token. That might ruin the illusion, but it's okay. This is really just a prelude to the fight. And she's not even a full vampire. She's going to be a vampire spawn. Where did she go? Here she is. She size okay. It's better than nothing. I might look a little. I'm gonna look a little more. See if I might find one that's slightly better. Some of these zombie tokens. Okay, no. Essential undead. Oh, horrible. I don't mind those cartoony ones. I don't think they're horrible. It's just not my style. And once I kind of have a theme for my map, and my maps I use these Devon Knight tokens in the Gabriel Picard map pieces. So I just kind of like that animated fantasy slightly realistic style. That's a cool fucking token right there. These two, the Undying. Nice. I like that. They might be too decrepit, though, is the thing. I'll throw that on here just in case. It might be too decrepit. Let me see if I can find just a... type in female and see if I can find a token, a woman token. I might want to modify it, or I might just leave it as it is, and we can just use our imagination to pretend that it's a vampire girl. Sometimes you tend to find cool stuff doing searches for very generic things, or options pop up and you might see stuff that you haven't seen in a long time. But again, I will say Roll20's search function for their tokens is not very helpful. Here, look at that. Ooh, perfect. Oh my gosh. Female creeper. It's kind of like the Ring. I see what it's going for. No, that is fucking perfect. Oh my gosh. See? It worked. I did a search for female and look at what came up. I'm going to do another look just to make sure, but I can't think of a more perfect one than that. I like it. I like these modern tokens. These are kind of cool. I can use these for some of my... So I'm doing an Eclipse Phase game. I was actually doing a lot of stuff for that today. Really awesome story inspiration. But trying to find tokens is hard. I struggle trying to make maps for that game because finding sci-fi tokens is a lot harder than finding good. I'm going to do a search for female vampire just so I can look at the from the web section, because sometimes in the from the web section you find something cool. It looks like I'm already not going to find anything cool. I'm going to make sure though. Wait, what did I... Yeah, we can see. I'm pretty sure we just ignored everything I put after that. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's not helping. Anyway, I don't care because this one is awesome. I'm going to use this. She is going to be Vampire Spawn. Armor class 13. Let me go to my Vampire Spawn NPC sheet. I made a bunch of these yesterday. Put Vampire, Vampire Sorcerer, Vampire Spawn. I like to build templates for NPCs, and I can copy and paste them however I want. Here I am. So hit points for a normal Vampire Spawn is 82. I'm going to go ahead and say that this character is... wait, did I make her? Let me make sure I didn't make her already. No, I did not. So normally 82, I would say because it's a young girl, perhaps her hit points are a little lower. I'm just going to lower by 10, 72. A little easy. My players are new. I'm going to take it a little easy on them here. Vampire Spawn. Did I turn on initiative? I did. Awesome. And let's take a quick look at my Vampire Spawn powers, just so I can kind of have it in my mind. Right. Claws, bite, spider climb, awesome. Vampire weakness. That's not going to be an issue. Regeneration is going to be an issue. But I do have a character with radiant damage. She does Moonbeam. That's it, right? Moonbeam? Yeah. That does radiant damage. That might have to use. They might have to use that to keep her from respawning. Okay, and 1800. She's gonna be hard. She's probably going to be the hardest mob that they're gonna have to fight. And right after that, they're gonna go into this cathedral and face the real vampire, who's this dude named the Defiler. They're not gonna fight him to the death. It's gonna be kind of an intro to the villain. He's gonna do a couple of his, summon wolves or summon undead or some shit like that, and they're gonna fight that. And then they're going to have a secondary goal, which is destroy this statue that's going to be inside the cathedral. If they can destroy the statue, they can get the Defiler out of there. He'll leave, and he'll run into him another day in another adventure. I think this is good. All right. I'm happy with this map for now. I might come back. You know what? Before that, I'm going to turn on my Fog of War and make sure that it's where I want it to be. So I just turned on my Fog of War. I'm going to now open up everything I want to open up. You know what? Before I do that, I might bring my door forward. Let me do my Fog of War. I might bring my door above that glowing thing. Let's see. Let's try that. I'm thinking that doesn't look quite right. Let me fix my Fog of War first. Alright. Reveal areas. Wait, this doesn't... You know what? This ain't working. Easy fix. Dynamic lighting. Force line of sight. Global illumination. Here we go. Ah, perfect. Easy fix. I will have to make sure that all my character tokens have sight turned on, just to make sure. I believe they all do. I'm going to make sure. But I'm going to go ahead and draw my dynamic lighting lines now. I like to do it in red, by the way. If you use dynamic lighting, do your lines in a color that you can easily distinguish. Because if you're trying to adjust dynamic lighting on the fly and all of your lines are black, you're going to have a hard time finding what you need to find. Trust me, I've done that before. Okay. And, you know, sometimes to hide the corners, fuck it. Let me go to my map here. I'm going to... Wait a second. I don't know if my... Yeah. That was not in the map layer. Cool. That does look better. Okay, perfect. I like that. You know, I'm going to bring the wall, yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to make the red thing a little shorter so it's not leaking out the other side. There we go. I'm going to go like that just so it's not. Perfect. Here we go. Perfect. So now you get that impression that, the door is kind of leaking a little bit of red. Let me stretch that out a little bit more, like this. See? And I'm going to add one more thing. I just realized I want to add one more thing. To make this even more fucking metal than it already is. Yeah, this. Some blood. Let me add some blood. Should I put some more corpses in here, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the map, and then I'm going to bring these other map pieces forward, actually. I'm going to bring that forward to the front, and I'm going to bring my door to the front. So it looks like the blood is coming out from under the door. So there's this glowing red light oozing from the door, and then blood coming out from it. Sweet. That looks cool. Okay. A cage. I remember that. A cage. Sorry. I remember when I was thinking of this scene that I might have thought about doing something with a dude in a cage. If I don't have a cage, I'm not going to worry about it. something like that. Now, where would it be hanging from? That just token looks too cool. I'm gonna put a corpse there because she was eating this corpse. Yeah, like this village woman here. She totally murdered this lady and ate her. This is cool. Okay. So I'm sizing this right. We got some cool props here. It's tough when you're sizing a character like this. You know, what do you judge size by? I tend to look at the head and the hands. Those are kind of the two things that I look at when characters are in different positions to try to determine whether they're proportional. It doesn't always work. And again, why do I give a shit? I think about it too much, I'm sure. A little smaller. Okay, that's good enough. This woman's going to be on the map. And this vampire girl is going to be hanging on her. Characters are going to come up. So you're going to be like, oh, vampire. Fight will ensue. Carnage will happen. It's going to be great. Super great. Okay. That's good. Oh, one more thing. I want a teleportation circle right here. And I'm going to go to my magical effects pack and find those. Farcaster's spell effects right here. I want some kind of magic circle, like a teleportation circle. What might that look like? Force shield? No. That's pretty cool. I want something. That purple one is pretty badass. Maybe that purple one. Something that looks arcane. Maybe not something that looks so natural like some of these do. More arcane. I think the symbolism. Here we go. Oh, yeah, right there. It's gonna be big. So here's what we're gonna do. Characters are gonna start out here. Should I do an encounter? Like a quick encounter? Zombies? Yeah, we'll do a really light encounter to start off with, and then they'll maybe try to rescue the girl. So let me find a girl token. I'll find a girl token. I'll put her there. I don't have more tokens than that. Alright, I'll just find a woman token, but make it little. cheese. All right, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Townsfolk 2. Let me find a... There's also... I have another pack that I get a lot of common folk characters from called Poor Folk, I believe. Here we go. The Poor. NPCs the Poor. I use this a lot. So if I ever need a generic common folk type character, here we go. Perfect. Yeah, I like it. Okay. So I'm going to have this girl here. They're going to come on the scene. This poor little girl, right? She's with her dead grandmother or whatever. Covered in blood, screaming at the horror surrounding her. There's going to be a few monsters. Some zombies, some skeletons. The characters are going to fight. And when they finally get to rescue this little girl, she'll reveal herself to be a vampire. A vampire. Vampire spawn, then they'll have to fight her. Okay. Here we go. Awesome scenario. And what kind of... I want an easy encounter. Just something to set the stage a little bit. So let's do an easy encounter. Let me go to my encounter notes and see what I have. I tend to spec out all of my encounters beforehand for a particular story arc, so I know that, okay, in this particular story arc, right, my characters are fighting kind of zombies, undead. So I have several encounters built out that I can throw in there for zombies and undead. Or even bandits, things like that. So I want an easy encounter, and I stat this out based on my character levels. And I kind of use these notes here. So right now, I have 3 level 3 characters and a level 4 character in my party. And here are the thresholds for the various encounter difficulties, right? Easy, medium, hard, deadly. I've pre-statted those out. I have an adventuring day XP total. By the way, I don't use these. I'm not so rigid that I can't be flexible from that format, right? I use that as a guideline. And as I use that as a guideline, I tend to build encounters based on that. Prepare, right? If you're a storyteller, prepare your shit. Wolves. Should I do wolves? Or should I do more kind of ghoul zombies? Let's do wolves. I want to do wolves. A nasty fucking pack of wolves. Right, gross. Slobbering, bloodthirsty creatures. Right, what good? Imagine the worst kind of danger that a defenseless a girl could be in that situation. Wolves. So let's do that. Let's do wolves. That'd be cool. 500 XP. Let me go back to my party stats to make sure that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, easy encounter, right? A few wolves. Wolves are easy. They can be killed quickly. I already have wolf tokens built, actually. I'm just going to copy and paste those. Wait, do I? I know I did. Go to my tokens, make sure I have any other wolf tokens I might want to use. I use wolves a lot. I like wolves. They're a fun beast enemy. Ooh, that big black one is cool. Let's do that. That's going to be there. Perfect. All right, I got 4, and then I'll repeat 1 and flip it around. So let me size these really quick. How big is a wolf compared to a person? Is that too big? That's good. Why not? These are, maybe they're too big, but that's okay. I want them to be big. Big and scary. This black one is going to be the biggest. That's like the fucking alpha right there. And then maybe this brown one. I don't have enough real estate up there to work. So this brown one I'm going to flip. No, let me copy it first and then flip it. And flip that. Okay, a little. little bigger. Adjust the size of some of these just to give them a little bit of visual variety. Okay, wolves. I'm going to put these on my map, and I'm going to go ahead and stat them out a little bit. Oh, this is too fun. This is too fun. I'm going to have these snarly wolf sounds here. Yeah. Alright, now let me throw my stats up on these wolves. I've already built wolves out. There's an NPC here. What is wolf NPC hit points? Let me check. Beasts, wolf, hit points. 2d8 plus 2. I don't roll randomly, but I will, I'll give a few wolves 11, a few wolves 9, maybe some 13. Like the big one, I might give like 14, just to indicate that it's a big one. Which one is this? Yeah, it's that one. So this one will get 14. And armor class. This one, 12. I wish you could default what some of these values are when you create a token. Maybe there is a way. If you know of a way, fucking let me know, because it's not a big deal. It's slightly annoying. Do I have initiative turned on? I do. Okay. This one, let's make this one 11. And I got the two wolves kind of back here. This one's going to be a little... this one's like kind of climbing on this tree. Yeah, let's put that wolf here. Like kind of sitting on these roots, like, ready to pounce, maybe. That wolf... this will be 11 too. And this one will be 10. Nine. I mean 9. I'll make it a little smaller than the other ones. Okay, so I have a little easy encounter here for the character to start off with when they come into this scenario. From there, what is that? It's a weird dirt patch they got there. I think I'm good. I'm gonna call this one done for now. I'm sure I'm gonna fuck with it tomorrow before my game starts. Hope you learned something from this. If you have any ideas how I could have improved this map, let me know. I'd love to hear about them. Or if you've done another cemetery map like this, some of the the tips and tricks you might have used to make that map awesome. Talk to you guys later.